Being consistent won't be this secret anymore. I'm giving you the blueprint on how to become consistent in your business, become consistent in your manifesting, become consistent in anything. It'll work. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom because you are about to be consistent. Being consistent is not this perfect thing. You don't have to be perfect to be consistent. Let's get that correct. Because being consistent means that you are being consistent in your vibrational frequency and you're being consistent in your actions. Now, that action does not have to be the same action all the time, but it can be. Like, I haven't always been the most consistent person. Now, when I was first on my entrepreneurial journey, I wasn't consistent by any means. Like, when I had my e-commerce business, I wasn't making ads every day. I wasn't taking actions every single day. And I didn't even have the same business all the time because I moved on to social media marketing and I moved on to SEO. Like, I was just bouncing around, right? So I wasn't consistent in that aspect. But something that I've learned, and this is the key, one of the keys to being consistent, is being passionate about what you're doing. So in your business, or if you're creating a business or you have a business, put it in something that you love. Like for me, I love manifestation. I love practicing it. I love learning about it. I love learning about energetics. I love learning about psychology. I love learning about that whole umbrella of things. And it's something that's just fascinating to me because that's something that I do regardless of having a business. I do that on the daily because that is exciting to me. So when you have your business or you have something that you're manifesting, be passionate about the thing you're manifesting. Be passionate about your business because that's going to keep you going when you're passionate about it. Because, okay, you have your business or the thing that you're manifesting that you are passionate about, and then you have under it the different facets of that thing. So like for my business, different facets of it is posting videos. Okay, that's something that I can be consistent in, and I am consistent in it. And it's easy to be consistent. I do videos 4 times a week. And that's easy for me to do. At first, I was doing videos every day. Now, that didn't resonate so much with me, but the 4 times a week, that's something that I'm consistent in. So for some people, you may be like, making more than 1 video a week is already tough. Pay attention to why you're even saying that's tough. Is it something that, is it leading to a limiting belief that you have? Or is it something you're just not excited to do? Like, are you just not excited to, make videos 2-3 times a week? So pay attention to the description that you're giving that, okay? So, but under that umbrella, that's me posting videos. That's something that I'm consistent in. And being consistent in different things, sometimes it doesn't mean taking the same action every day. That is just something I am a consistent action that I'm taking, like a static, consistent action. Now, the other pieces of this, it can be me having the inspired action to look up a guided meditation and do it, or me a good one is me being curious about how your body reacts to you having limiting beliefs, how your body has this stuck energy. That's something that's interesting to me and I'm curious about. So that is an action that I take. Now that wasn't a consistent static action, but that was an inspired action, because you want to make sure when you are doing these things, you leave room for inspired action. That's fine to have a static, consistent action that you do, but leave the room open for your inspired action, because that's going to catapult you and accelerate your manifestation. And what I mean by being in the vibrational frequency, being consistent in that, means that you keep evoking a vibrational frequency and emotion of passion. Because when you're doing your business, you're passionate about your business. When you are consciously manifesting anything, be passionate about it. If you really want to manifest a friend, or you really want to manifest having emotional resilience, be passionate about doing that thing. Because having that passion leaves it so you can have inspired action come in. So you can take your consistent static action, and then from there, you leave room for inspired action. That's the puzzle. That's the blueprint. When you do it like that, I'm going to tell you something, and this is going to hit home for you. So, making these videos on YouTube 4 times a week. Now, I'm not going to say there's never been times where I'm like, oh, I don't feel like making the video. There has been those times, right? And it's not, and even though that came up, it's not like I didn't make the video. I still made the video. And y'all, I have been, stretched. I'll put it that way. Stretched to the limits with me being consistent making these videos, because there was a time where I had like a pimple on my lip, and I was like, I can't make a video with a pimple on my lip. It's just gonna look crazy. People are gonna think I have a cold sore. And that could have been if I would have just gave into that limiting belief, I would have not even made the video at all, right? I would have just been like, okay, I'll just wait until this goes away in a week. I could have did that, but I shifted that limiting belief, and I went back to the vibrational frequency of being passionate. Because when I'm making these videos, I'm passionate. And the only reason I didn't feel like making the video when I had the pimple was because I was out of alignment with the passion. So, and for me, when I sit in this chair and I'm doing this video, I feel like it puts me in that passionate state. So for me, going from the couch to this chair puts me in a vibrational frequency of passion. So pay attention to why you're not being consistent with something. If you said you're going to make a video every week, or making videos 4 times a week, or posting on Instagram every day, pay attention to why are you not doing it? What is the reason behind it? Is it a limiting belief? Because as I started to see with making these videos, like where different situations would happen, I may be upset about something else that happened earlier in the day. Something else may be on my mind in terms of my life. But you know what? Through all that, it showed me, and I gave this the description, that I can make videos regardless of anything happening. It doesn't matter what's going on. And it showed me that. It doesn't matter what's going on in my reality. I can always make a video. And also, another thing that happened where I was like, you know what? I can't make a video. Like that thought went through my head. It was because I worked out. I was working out really hard the night before. And in the morning, I was stretching. I was like, oh, I was stretching. And then I pulled something. And so my foot, it kept like spasming. So, and it was very uncomfortable, and it hurt. It was uncomfortable. And that lasted, I think it was like 2 or 3 days. Might even been 4. Now, I could have been like, you know what? I'm not making a video because I am feeling uncomfortable. But I shifted limiting beliefs, and I made the video anyway. And that showed me even more confirmation that I can make a video. I can be consistent making videos regardless of anything. I can always make a video. There's nothing that can be happening that's going to make me not make a video. I'm set. Now, if I choose to do 5 videos or make videos every day or tailor it down to 3 videos, that will be my choice that I make from a place of power and passion, because that will feel exciting to me. I love making these videos. These are fun to me. So, and that's the way you want it to feel when you're manifesting anything, consciously manifesting anything. If you're consciously manifesting a friend, be passionate about that. Be passionate about doing the techniques to be in the vibrational frequency to manifest the friend. If you're manifesting living on your own or moving to a new place, be in the vibrational frequency of that. Be passionate about that vibrational frequency and feeling that as much as you can. Because that is the way you shift, that you instantly shift into the reality of having your manifestation through passion. Now, you can be consistent. It is easy. Pay attention to your limiting beliefs that come up that tell you cannot be consistent. Because I promise you, it's not true. Those are never true. You can be consistent in anything you desire. If you're on Instagram, because I was on the Instagram train for a while, I got to 8K followers, and I still have 8K followers. And I got to a point where I was posting every day. And I was consistent with that. And you got to know when to pivot, y'all. Now, Instagram, I was feeling burnt out. And it wasn't even from a limiting belief or anything. It was just like, it wasn't fun to me. It wasn't fun to me anymore. So through a series of events, I started being on YouTube. And I had this weird allegiance to Instagram for the longest because I thought I had to do it. Like that was the way. And actually, the best way for me was YouTube. This is actually exciting. I feel like I feel even more passion doing this. And that passion, though, have you felt that? When have you felt passion? Think back. And we're going to go right into this part too that you really want to know. So just put it in a note and bold it, because that passion that you feel right now, think about the passion that you felt when you were a kid. What were you passionate about? Because I can remember I got passionate about so many things. It was crazy. I would be like laser focused on it. With anime, I was all animated out. I would go on Quizlet. Do you remember that site? Quizlet quizzes. I would go on there and read fan fiction anime stories. I had anime video games. I had a Yu Yu Hakusho video game, and it was Dragon Ball Z. I would watch the anime shows every single day. I'd be watching Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, and Dragon Ball Z. Like I was all into it. And we had this computer that didn't have internet. And like that didn't even stop me. I didn't care if the computer didn't have internet. I made a website that was offline. And it was like this anime website that I made. And I did that in elementary school. I made this website, even though I knew nobody was going to see this website because we didn't have internet. I made it anyway. And I felt so passionate about anime. So I'm like, okay, so I was passionate about that. So I already know the feeling of being passionate. Like that's not a new feeling for me. And I also made an anime magazine. I knew nobody was gonna see it, but you know what? I was in that creative mode and I was passionate. And then later on in life, I was passionate about rock music. I loved rock music. I still do. I have a special place in my heart for it always. But My Chemical Romance, I was all over that. I was like, oh, I love these people. And Gerard Way, he was my husband. I was just like, it was funny. So My Chemical Romance and The Used and 30 Seconds to Mars, like I'd listen to My Chemical Romance and The Used on my playlist every single night and fall asleep to it. That's how much I loved it. And I remember getting ready early in the morning for school and listening to Korn. And it was like, wow, like I was that passionate about it. So go back and think. What are you passionate about when you were a kid? Because that is the feeling. That's the feeling you want to feel consistently. So when you're manifesting something, feel that. When you are manifesting having a business, feel that. Feel that feeling. Because this feeling that I felt when I was loving, when I was head over heels obsessed with anime. This is the feeling I felt when I was loving rock, when I was all over it. Feel that feeling. Do you remember what the steps were? I'm going to tell you. What you want to do is first have what you are passionate about. So what are you passionate about manifesting? What business are you passionate about? Okay, have that. And then the next thing that you want to do, have a static, consistent action that you are taking. So that can be making videos on YouTube. That can be doing a certain guided meditation every day. That can be you posting on Instagram every day or TikTok. A static, consistent action. And then what you want to do, pay attention to any limiting beliefs that come up that tell you you can't be consistent with that action. Shift them. I have a free training down below where you can start shifting your limiting beliefs. So you're not alone on this. I'm going to help you through it. And then the next thing you want to do is leave room for inspired action and take said inspired action. That's it. That is how you do it. You want to keep evoking that feeling of passion as much as you can throughout your day. So you can do that by doing things that are exciting to you on a moment-to-moment basis. Oh, y'all, now it just also came to me. Recently, I've been passionate about watching Brad Pitt movies. So, look at me, nothing is off the table. Okay, nothing's off the table. If you are passionate about watching Brad Pitt movies or horror movies or comedy movies, sci-fi movies, go ahead and do it. That is a way to evoke the passion. Ooh, yeah. And I just got an epiphany. So the way that I was telling y'all how I loved anime, I was passionate about anime, and I was passionate about rock music, and passionate about Brad Pitt movies. That is a constant. That's me constantly evoking this vibrational frequency of passion, so that it becomes familiar for me. What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about watching those sci-fi movies? Are you passionate about taking walks outside? Are you passionate about bird watching? Are you passionate about working out? What are you passionate about? Feel that feeling and do that thing. Leave room for the inspired action to come, because it is coming. Trust me. I appreciate you all for subscribing right down at the bottom and watching this video. And I know you got such an amazing breakthrough from this. So I want to know, what was the biggest breakthrough that you got from this video? You can comment it right down below.